सर्वधर्मोऽस्तु मङ्गलम्. I pay my homage to Vitarag Bhagavan Mahavir, Reverend Gurudev, respected brothers and sisters. So our meditation granth, Dhyanastava, Stuti of Dhyan, is going on, progressing. And in my last lecture, I talked about Dharma Dhyan. And briefing upon that, Dharma means the qualities of soul. So finally, try to come near your soul. So 10 types of Dharma, and I think infinite Dharma. Atma has ananta qualities and ananta type of Dharma, so try to think about them. So here specifically, next, and after that. So the fourfold virtuous meditation. So this meditation specifically, Agya Vichay, Kalus Apay Vicharana, Vichay and Vicharana is same thing. And Karma Vipaka Vicharana and Lok Sansthan Vicharana. So the first type was Agya Vichay. Normally, the commandments of parents. But you know, baby is small, following your commandments. When baby is grown up, denying, no, I don't want. When they are teenagers, they ignoring. And when they came at the youth age or got married, then they finally say you, I have my own family, my own views, my wife's views, we have to live together. So all the time we cannot follow your instruction. Your commandment is now not on the top. It is the common thing, common thread of life, and everywhere it happens. When they are on their own, आई पांख्या उड़ गया पंछी रह गया दोए का दोए जना. This is a reality and this is a truth. Normally, people try to make their family, big family, small family, and either one or two kids. But when they grown up, they have their own job, then they got married, and then they try to live separately in their own house, making their own building, own way of living. And then again, the mother and father, they did a lot, again they are two. Sometimes people crying like we don't have kids. But I said, look, those who have kids, they are waiting, oh Saturday, Sunday, not coming, this message, that message. And some people are lucky that some kids return back sometime. But some people, some kids, they don't want to come. Some youth, they don't want to leave or go or even visit to parents. So finally the truth is 2, 4, again 2. Huh? So this is the reality. So in this way, one who think during the meditation, the way of samsara, this is not one person's reality, it is everybody's reality. Very few or countable person have such opportunity that someone is staying with them. Otherwise, sometime I used to ask Sayarji, you all know Sayarji, and now she is not able to come out due to her lungs weakness. But the seva family does, and specifically the son, very, very special. Then I say, Saidji, you are lucky. It is sometimes rare time people feel, because I visit so many old houses, so many other places, and then I see the reality. And even there also, some people set example. Samniji, I have taken early retirement. What is the reason? Because parents in the nursing home. And we cannot, due to specific illness, they are not now able to stay at home. So, they are at nursing home, but we visit every day. They miss the food which is prepared at home, so we try to take for them. So such people are there. But I'm not making any comment that is wrong, that is right, because every person have their own priority, own thing. So commandment, the commandment of parents, then commandment of government, then commandment. So in these commandments, we try to find out a pitfall or want to make a way if we can. But the commandment of Tirthankara should not be changed. Should not be changed. And because that is something universal truth, which I discussed in my last lecture. And today I am going to talk about Kalus Apaya Vicharana. Here, yeah, same thing. The second, investigation into bad consequences. Bad consequences. So, good result into good, bad result into bad. So, how many papasthanak? Do you know? How many papasthanak? Limited sinful activities. 18. 18 पाप स्थानक. प्राणातिपात, मृषावात, अदत्तादान, मैथुन, परिग्रह, क्रोध, मान, माया, लोभ, राग, द्वेष, कलह, अव्याख्यान, पैशून्य, परपरिवाद, रति, अरति, माया, मिथ्या दर्शन, शल्य. And Acharya Mahashamanji recently wrote a book on the 18 paps. So it is good to understand in detail. So what is the nature? Hinsa. Hinsa, being a householder or being a living being, everybody has limit of their hinsa. There is one category, people eat non-veg. Second category, people are vegetarian. Third category, people are vegan. Fourth category, people have a lot more restriction. Jain food. And out of that, the fifth category, Sravak. Because there are infinite type of vegetation, infinite type of edible. Everything is not coming in my plate. So why should I minimize? There is a saying, drop in the ocean and ocean in the drop. So when we investigate, we try to understand, we try to minimize, and when we minimize, then we try to slowly come towards from out of an ocean in a drop. And this is the lifestyle of Jain Sravak. There are hundreds type of clothing. All types of clothing you are not using. Some clothing coming from direct hinsa, made of leather, made of fur, made of different type of animals and birds product. So being a Sravak, okay, I'm not going to use these things. You are not a person to stop the industry, but you can restrict your personal use. Industry is big thing, and every industry want to grow. And we are not the person, okay, why are you running this industry? We cannot hold anyone's collar and say, why are you running this industry? Because it is their own intention. But what we can do from our side, okay, for a year, I'm not going to use leather jackets. I'm not going to use leather pants, leather hat, leather things. And there are so many options. There are so many options. Similarly, so many things made out of animal and bird extract. So in that condition, being a Jain, one can come out from that type of hinsa. Then, if someone is coming out from hinsa with a mindfulness, and then try to know the consequence of hinsa. The consequence of hinsa is narak, alpayushya. If one is not in the narak, in the hellish ayushya, might be human beings ayushya. And have you seen many people who are in the midst of good place, but their ayushya, lifespan is so short. Human being, and after 5 years, one say final goodbye. What dharma he can do? What type of activity he can do? So in that condition, alpa ayushya is not good. And whenever someone give ashirvad, what we say? Ayushyaman bhav. And in many Jain granthas, many Jain agamas start with Suyam me ausam tenam bhagavaya eva makhan. Hey Ayushyaman, मैंने ऐसे भगवान से सुना. I heard this from the. So why this Ayushyaman term is used? Because without long Ayushya, the kids' time in playing, teen times study and going out here and there, youth lot more in bhog vilas. So when adulthood comes, then eyes become open. Oh, ghani gayi thodi rahi. When we cross the 50s, then it comes in our mind, oh, most of my time is gone. Because it has a limit. And in this limit, if we don't understand, then we're moving in the round and round. So understanding the reality. Once a person became a guest of the king, and you know, if someone comes even to your family, then you take them out, eat them out, shopping them out, and visit them out here and there. Samniji, we are very busy because guest is there. We are taking them out. Very true. So the same thing, the king's guest came. And king was so happy to see that guest. So he said, okay, for one day, you are free to use everything. What is available in my kingdom? So first you go in my treasure house. But before you visit to treasure house, I think it would be better to first go to the entertainment house. So there is, first he visited in his garden. And you know king's garden is specific garden during the month of Feb. If you go India and the Mughal garden, very famous garden of the President of India's house. So that is only open in the Feb. So if you go, you can see the beauty of that garden, marvelous. I visited there. And you can spend whole day there. So he thought, okay, first let me go and entertain myself because I never get such an opportunity. And then finally I'll go to the treasure house. And it is free for me to take anything else. So first of all, that person visited to the garden and he was mesmerized with the decoration, the flower, the fruits, and those who are entertaining him. So he was so happy to see. And after the garden, there was adjoining lakes. So water parks and this and that. So he was again mesmerized with them. So 2 hours passed in garden, next 2 hours passed in water parks. And as soon as he finished the water ride, and there was so many dances and so many exhibitions of different types of clothing exhibition and other exhibitions, so he was again mesmerized. So 4 hours gone, again 4 hours. He was looking different things and different sceneries, different decoration, different things. So again 2 hours passed. And after that, there was so huge restaurant. You know, it was not a common restaurant like Thai, Chinese or this, that or Indian, but it was King's restaurant. And in King's restaurant, so many edibles, so many juice and drinks and this and that. You know, after 6 hours he was tired. So he thought, this is only one day for me. And this single day, I must use it. So first of all, he eaten a lot. And after that, it was King's restaurant. So not a Jain restaurant. They offer him various types of drinks. So he tested 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and again, you know, after full stomach and lot more drink, what happened next? And again, King's chambers, nice chambers, everything ready, very, very specific, and air conditioned and beautified, fragrance, and the ladies who helped them massage this, that, and he within few minutes he went in that deep sleep. And you know, when he woke up, someone came. Okay, your time is over. Now you have to leave. You know, he was on halfway. Treasure house is far behind. He couldn't reach there. So now the same question on us. Might be someone in 80 plus, someone is 60 plus, someone is 50 plus, or someone is 40 plus, someone is 30 plus in our gentry. So do we have the same thing in our life? Because before us, we want to achieve this, achieve this, achieve this, and without touching the final treasure, without touching the final goal of our life, That is dharma. We say goodbye to our human life, then nothing is in our hand. We are fool like that fellow. We can say fool to that fellow. And that's why Bhagavan Mahavir said, Jo pubba ratta vara ratta kale sampikhai appagamappayenam kim me kadam kim chame kitcha sesam kim sakkanijjam na samayarami. Every day when you wake up or when you go to sleep, these two times are the times of self-introspection, self-inspection, Atma-chintan. So be ready. What I did, okay, I did my daily chores, householder duties, my work duties, but how much time I spent for myself, for my own dharma, anything related to spiritual activity. Did I do any asanas, any pranayam, any swadhyay, on any listening, or anything which is related to my own benefit, anything which is related to my own dharma duty. So this type of self-introspection, pubbaratta or apararatta. So these two times are very, very important. Kim me kadam, what I did and what still I have to do, not obtained, not got, and not achieved. Still what is unachieved? And this question is very prominent question for a spiritual person. I did lot more householder's duty, my work duty, my national duties, my family duties, but something I owe to myself, my Atma. So what is my Atma duty? What I can do for myself? Then finally, when time comes, I should not regret. Like that person, he spent the time, the whole day, 12 hours of the day, just in the pleasure making, power seeking and pleasure seeking time, but not a spiritual time. And finally he regretted, oh, king's given me 12 hours, but my day gone into vain. So our life should not go in vain. Our life should be very, very important. And that's why the term Ayushyaman, oh Ayushyaman, oh having a long life. And that's why all gurus, all acharyas, all householders, you always bless to your kids, Ayushman Bhav. Have a long life, because without long life, some reality we cannot understand. When old age comes, then we understand the reality of life. Something we don't even understand. And even sometimes those people who work 24/7, and when finally the time comes, and then people just house bounded, people bed bounded. So that is the one reality. So if you start learning meditation, then no regret. Okay, it is again my time to do Kayotsa. It is my time to do more meditation. Otherwise people cry. Sometimes we visit and people have tears in their eyes. Samniji, We used to come so much, but we can't come now. We have a limit. We have a limit. Whenever I visit to my Japanese friend where I stayed in the beginning of my PhD, now she says, Pratibha, I can't come. Otherwise, like a guardian, she used to come to Savas. Patsy, I'm at Savas. Sir, would you like to come? Yes, my dear, I would like to come during afternoon. But now, if you want to come, please come and say your prayers. Please come to see me because now I'm housebounded. So the time always comes. Thank those who very particular about their exercise. And in that context, I would like to say that Acharya Mahapragya ji said so many times, whenever he used to visit the old nun's house or old monk's place, so there he used to say, don't give up. If you can't move, you can do sitting and some work you can do for young nuns. Okay, I will fold your clothes, I will do for you, I will do palavana for you, I can do this. Okay, but those who got severe arthritis, even they cannot move, then Gurudev said, don't give up. You visualize cycling and exercise and your visualization. If your visualization is strong, you can make a big change in your life. Slowly, the nervous system, sensory nerve system and motor nerve system listen to you, and your muscles will listen to you. You have the power to communicate with each and every muscle and each and every cell. So try to visualize, and visualization is the key during the old age. We understand you can't perform the same asana you used to perform, but visualization is a key, and your body listen your messages. So those who get 70 plus, 80 plus, 90 plus or 100 plus, so it is the time. It is your time, not for regret. Yes, we did a lot. Active life was a lot, but it is a life of nivriti, and we try to take the final essence of our life. This is a treasure house time. That person, the story person, never reached to the treasure house. So don't think the old age is something wrong. It is very important, and through the old age, we try to understand the apaya, means the consequences of the various karma. So consequences, when we go to the apaya pagamatishaya next. So, apaya vicharana, investigation into the bad consequences, the 18 sinful activities. Atharapa. So, try to understand and their result, what one do and what one get. Because each and every karma has its consequences. Then 5 ashravas. Je asava te parisava. In Acharang Sutra, Bhagavan Mahavir beautifully said, the ashrav means the door to karma. The flow of karma come in through the ashrav. So, ashrav, avrat, pramad, kasad, all these are ashrav. So there are 5 ashravas, but yoga. So ashrav and samvar. is very close. If you alert and aware, you go, you keep yourself in the sambal. And if you are not alert and aware, pramada ashram, every day, no matter, you used to wake up at 6 o'clock, but slowly, the body will say not 6, 7 o'clock, not 7, 8 o'clock, not 8, 9 o'clock, not 9, 10 o'clock. It means you are opening the ashram door. Okay, you understand the body, but even in different condition of the body, might your body need much sleep? Might there be some problem in the lot more sitting postures? But if you are aware, even in the lying down posture, you can perform Kaya Utsarg, or that is a sleeping meditation. But people, like young people, if I say I want to perform Kaya Utsarg in the lying down posture, no. If people 80 plus, they want to do, it is okay. But people, those who have physical strength, power, they should do Kaya Utsarg in sitting posture. And even at our age, Kaya Utsarg in standing posture. I remember the time of Acharya Bhikshu, our first guru, who started Therapantha Dharma Sangha. So once someone asked, Swamiji, you are quite seasoned, 70 plus, and still you do Pratikaman in standing posture. Why don't you do in sitting posture? Then Swamiji said, thank you for your advice. But if I do in standing posture, my coming generation will do in sleeping posture. So I'm not taking that relaxed state. So even whenever our mind also, sometime due to some weakness or some tiredness or something else, then we try to take little liberty, and again the Swamiji's thought comes in mind. No, at the age of 70 plus, or like age of Acharya Mahapragya, 90. So in that situation, performing meditation, Kaya Utsarg, and 18 hours work a day, so we should not sit down or sleep now. It is not a time to sleep. So, pramad, kashai, again and again, we are in the midst of world, and in the midst of world, there are so many gateways to kasai, krodh, man, maya, and lobh. This comes. And when this comes, then eyes are folded. And we forget. So whatever words come out of anger, we speak. It means we are not aware of the apai. Apai means dosh. Dosh vicharana. Out of anger, if someone speaks, anger colored his thought, his views, his eyes. And after 5 minutes, if a person sits quietly, what I spoke, what I communicated, then only regret. I can say in a mild way. Sometimes we strongly believe if we shout, then people will listen. If we don't shout, people don't listen. But this is misconception. It is a wrong thing. Try to understand. Say peacefully. People will listen. If you shout, might be your shouting is going out. Nobody take into their mind. So, no more shouting. Try to think, whom I shout. That is also a Atma. I am a Atma, and the person behind, in front of me, my kids, my juniors, my seniors, my brothers, my sisters, my wife, or my neighbor, whoever. Most of the time, people shout on the family members or sometimes on the juniors. But this is totally wrong. If you have taken a moment, okay, I have to say that person, and anger is boiling inside, take 2-3 long deep breathing and think the consequence of the shouting. Because in the past, whenever we shout, what is the result? Argument. Argument, then break. One person is not speaking, second person is not speaking. And then there is a gap. Might 24 hours or 2 days or 1 week. So in that condition, just apaya pagamatishay means try to think apay vicharana. Because in Vitarag, Bhagavan, they have apaya pagamati atishay, means they don't have any apay. But in our life we have apay. So try to think these kashayas and their result. Just see in your life. Because last time when I spoke this, and there was 10 argument from my wife, from my kids, from my friends, and then finally nothing worked. So it is time. Let me try. Let me try this time to say peacefully, to communicate peacefully. And this will definitely give you a peaceful moment and peaceful result. Believe or not believe, but try to do. Because this dharma dhyan is very practical in everyday life. So, apaya pagamati say. Thinking about the 18 path, thinking about the 5 ashramas, and incorporating like the 3 jewels, Gyan, Darshan, Charitra, Tap. Gyan, Darshan, Charitra. Or when we take the 4-fold mark, then Tap. So these are the way to live. So in the next Dharma Dhyan, first we did Agya Vichay, and today we discussed Apay Vichay. The consequences of this bad result, bad activities. So when we do more thinking, investigation, self-analysis, self-introspection, so this type of meditation you can do in a car, in a bus, while you sleeping. You can do this in self-introspection, and that will give a way towards peaceful life. So Om Arham. Today I am concluding Apay Vichay, and then next will be Vipak Vichay, the fruition of the karma. How karma affect us. So this whole meditation is based on our thinking. Dharma Dhyan is lot more anuchintan meditation, thinking meditation. I did this in past, I am learning a lesson, and in my future I am not going to do the same, which I did due to pramadavas, due to ragavas, due to dvesavas, due to any consequence of 18 types of pap activities, sinful activities. I did all this, but I am not going to do in the future even I will behave nicely with my wife, or wife can think with my husband, or with my kids, with my juniors, in the respectful language, respectful manner, and peaceful manner. That will really make a big change. So this week we all try how to speak. First ask yourself, do I need to change myself? Is there any need? Someone say, no, Samniji, I don't need. But I don't believe. I don't believe. Only Bhagavan. Apayapagamati जिनके सारे अपाय चले गए हैं. There is no apay. Because in our life still giving and taking. Exchange program is continuous. We cannot live like a alone person. So we are living in a family. We living in two nuns and with the community. So in that stage, we all every day try to clean some garbage. You can put the bin bag in the bins, but don't put your bin, your bags. You carry on every day. So try to understand what is my fault. And at that time, don't think, why my wife say like this, when she speaks in a tone, then I do. No. If you think in that way, then there is no change. I want to change. I want to change. It is not in my hand. I can change my wife, or I can change my husband, or I can change my kids. But I can change myself. And when I change, their bhav will change. So this is the only way. Otherwise, we always put whatever happened on the other's head. If my wife had not done this, Samniji, this was not result. No. So don't put that bin bag on wife's head. Keep your bag on your head and try to make a resolution. Samniji, this week I change myself in this way. Small changes. And might be we can share the stories. Good stories. Because that is the real religion. That is the real consequence of listening, coming here every Sunday morning, then listening, and then if you stop after listening, then it is no use. Then again investigation. And then after investigation, execution. You execute in your life. And nobody, if some wife husband is there, then husband says, oh, today's lecture was for you. And wife says, no, today's lecture was for you. So don't say like this, like lecture is for me. Lecture is for me, not for my wife. Someone's wife is not here, so they think, so what Samniji is saying is not applicable for me. It would be better if my wife should be here. Then she must listen. Oh, I should stay at home and she should be here. Then might be our life change. No, don't think in that way. Think I'm here. I'm responsible of my voice, my karma, my tone, my taunts, and my communication. So I'm responsible for myself, and this week I will change something and I will share a positive story here before next lecture. Because this meditation, I think, very, very good and very useful for day-to-day life. Here you need not to close your eyes and sit. You think, you stain, set a filter, and then find your own fault and try to remove them. And that will make a big difference in your life. So 2-3 minutes for the question.
out of 18 sinful activities, which are the worst ones? Priority ones. You get the most karmas.
I think in all 18, they have as a personal entity very, very powerful, but like backbiting. People feel shy to say something clearly on the person's mouth, but oh, everything is fine, everything is fine, everything. As soon as they go out, they started criticizing. So, here you are not speaking what you think, and outside criticizing. I think that is a serpent who has two mouths. So, biting from both sides, with not giving the real picture in front of us, and the backside biting. So, that serpent, I think, more harmful than one who has one mouth, one voice, one thinking, clarity, and binding more karma. Because here is lying, so binding the karma. Outside is saying that what I felt the truth. So again sharing the wrong thing with the other people. So creating the uday bhav, consequence of the karma in many people. But each and every pap might be, if you people work upon yourself. Okay, Samniji, this week we worked and we find out this is not good for us. I used to do, I stopped this and I got this comment. I didn't get any comment or like this. And let me explain you in more detail the 18 sins. Yeah, this is good question, because this apay vicharana, apay vichay is very deep, because without understanding the 18 paths. So I can carry on the subject for one more week, and you try to carry on yourself, that how this work on you, how your thinking became more clear about, because sometimes we don't think, then we don't get the real. What is reality behind it? And then I always think, okay, I'm doing right. But you can't say I'm doing right. So good question, but this backbiting is, harmful. Do muha saap hai. So people normally are aware about the one mouth, but other mouth is hidden mouth. So Om Arham Mangal Path, जुड़े हुए हाथ, आंखें कोमलता से बंद, संकल्प करे पूरा दिन मंगलमय, शांतिमय, स्वस्थतामय, अध्यात्ममय रहे। नमो अरहंताणं, नमो सिद्धाणं, नमो आयर्याणं, नमो उवध्यायाणं, नमो लोये सब्बसाहूनम्। एसो पंचनमोक्कारो सब्बपावपणासनो, मंगलाणं च सब्वेसिं पडमं हवै मंगलम्। चत्तारि मंगलम्, अरहंता मंगलम्, सिद्धा मंगलम्, साहु मंगलम्, केवली पन्नत्तो धम्मो मंगलम्। चत्तारि लोगुत्तमा, अरहंता लोगुत्तमा, सिद्धा लोगुत्तमा, साहु लोगुत्तमा, केवली पन्नत्तो धम्मो लोगुत्तमो। चत्तारि शरणं पवज्जामि, अरहन्ते शरणं पवज्जामि, सिद्धे शरणं पवज्जामि, साहु शरणं पवज्जामि, केवलिपन्नतं धम्मं शरणं पवज्जामि विघ्न हरण मंगल करण स्वाम भिक्षुनो नाम गुण ओळख सुमिरण किया सरे अचिंत्या काम सरे अचिंत्या काम अंगूठे अमृत बसे लाभितना भंडार श्री गुरु गौतम समरिये मन वांछित फलदाता मन वांछित फलदाता। आज के लिए कोई एक वस्तु का त्याग करेंगे। धारणा प्रमाणे त्याग है। त्याग
कृतज्ञोस्मि हम सब आपके भारी कृतज्ञोस्मि हम सब आपके भारी कृतज्ञोस्मि हम सब